Okay, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. Weather has not improved. Not improved at all today. We're heading out to feed the goats. Not me, that's for sure. And the wind is picking up as well. You could actually wear a sweatshirt or a jacket here today and feel comfortable. What? You found the way out, huh? You found the way out? Yeah. Hey, John. You can actually talk to the neighbors here. Nobody's out today. Stay inside day. And just getting harder and harder. Hoping for a clear day on a Monday. Alright guys, what are rules if they're not made to be broken, right? So, like I said earlier, I was going to do a rant today. But this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out here tomorrow and take a walk. Because it's not looking good right now. But this one I need to talk about why it's still fresh on my mind. So I was watching the RG guy the other day on a live stream, and one of his commenters brought up a remark about asking regular guy what he thought about people in the service, people in the military, and then drawing disability pensions after they got out, and then RG gets on there and he talked about how bad, how he agrees with the guy, and that those veterans are just sitting there milking that disability and everything. Why is it always the people that have never joined the military, never served in the military, or got kicked out of there, or got kicked out of the military, that always bring this up? They don't realize that, hey, this hasn't always been the case. Concurrent disability along with a retirement pension, that's not always been the case, people. These guys just, they really just piss me off when they start talking about that and having no clue how you even go about getting your disability pension if you have one, and what you got to go through to get one. But yeah, they're the ones that sit there, they don't even earn it. They don't even earn it. But it's always the same guys that never served in the military are the ones that, they're just getting a free ride, freeloaders. We're a bunch of freeloaders because we already got one pension for life, now we got to get disability as well. Well, if you can, you can. If they allow for it, they allow for it, don't they? And you hadn't, like I said, if you haven't applied for it in the past, or if you served and you have a disability pension, you know what it took to get that. You know what it took. Are there people that milk this system? Sure there are. Sure there are. To most people, I don't think so. Do not think so at all. And this comes from the mouths of people that, like I said, never served, have no clue what it's like, other than watching a movie now and then. I'll give my Jack Nicholson speech here, but no, I won't do that. I had no idea what it's like to serve the country. And I'm not asking to be thanked. Never have, never will. Don't complain about a disability pension if I get one. Because you're never going to know, because I'm never going to talk about it. But yeah, it just irks me when these guys talk about it and have no clue. No clue whatsoever. I could go on a Mad Jack rant, but I'm not going to do that. Just going to tell you how it is. Just going to tell you how it is. Like I said, I hear RG maybe, 10, 15, 20 times in the past say, oh, I wish I would have joined the military and did my 20 years and got a pension for life. You had a choice, didn't you? You had a choice. Could have done that. Then you must have to do what you're doing now, going around the Philippines, sucking up to the camera every single day for YouTube money because you've got nothing else coming in. What a shame. That's all I said. You should have done what you talk about you wanting to do for many, many times. I don't know how many times I've heard that. Whose fault's that? Not mine. Not mine. I don't have to do YouTube. I like doing YouTube. I don't want the money. I don't want the money. All that gold. No. No. Like I said, guys, years past, and even when I was in, wasn't until many years after I was in could you even begin to draw concurrent retirement pay plus disability pay. I have to do the research and find out what year they actually started allowing that again. But it was well after I had joined. And then it had to, still the truth, you still have to get a 50% disability in order to get it concurrently. Which is not easy to do as well. Because you do have to prove that it was service related. And that is, let me tell you guys, that is not the easiest thing in the world. Not at all. And especially if you have to go through an appeal process. Or get a congressman involved with a Congress. Not an easy process. But if you succeed, if you do, then you're only getting compensated for service-related compensation, guys. All these people, and like I said, these people on there talking about it, they all think every service member gets that pension, gets 80, 90, 100% disability automatically. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you get it. No, you don't. You just don't. And it's not easy. It takes time. Also takes money if you use people to assist you in the process. Big money. Especially if you have to get a lawyer involved. Like I said, and if you have appeals and all that stuff, hey. But it just, you know, it's the people that, it's the people that don't serve are the ones that have the biggest problem with it. Imagine that, right? I don't see too many former service members or veteran service members complaining about people getting it. I tell you don't. It's like food stamps, right? Never got them. Never got them. Never will. Never would. But there's people on that who are drawing them and probably shouldn't be as well, right? Like I said, you've got a number of folks that probably shouldn't be receiving it. But the majority of them, the majority of the cases are correct. Otherwise Congress would have put an end to it a long time ago. Long time ago. Especially when you got to get a nexus and get doctors out of your own pocket, of course, prior to even submitting your claim. And then, like I said, it's not a cheap thing to do, and you're not going to get reimbursed for getting the doctors involved in the first place, in most cases. And you got to get it. Then you got to go with the military or the CMP exams. So, yeah, people think it's like automatic. You get out of the service, you retire, you automatically get 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. Not the case. Not the case at all. But it really, really angered me because he was RG was jumping on that guy's bandwagon like he has to do, because he's got to have that YouTube money. So he's got to agree with 90% of his commenters, right? And the same guy that says, "Oh, I wish I would have joined the military and got my 20 years, blah, blah, blah." Hey, you're the one that chose to go to Korea and teach English. You got a degree to do that? Give me a break. Give me a break. But yeah, that one got a little bit under my skin. As it always does, because I hear this all the time. Hear it all the time. People need to set the record straight sometimes. I don't begrudge anyone in the military that served their country. And we're not asking for thanks. You don't have to thank us for our service. I don't know when that came about in the first place. It was well after I retired, before that became the fashion. That was my rant of the day. My porch rant. My street rant. My street rant of the day. Now I have something to post for tomorrow as well. Man, this weather just doesn't want to clear. And I watched that guy on the weather station, or the weather YouTube guy with the beard. I think this guy lives in like the East Coast or something. Works and lives in the East Coast, but he gives the Philippines weather information all the time. I don't know if you guys have seen him. Good gig if you can get it, I guess. Meteorologist working back in the U.S. and then just does the Philippines weather on a daily basis. Then when there's a typhoon or something in the area, he's on there 3 or 4 times a day. Seems to be pretty lucrative for him. And getting your weather information from him is usually better than what you're hearing here. You'll be hearing here that it's oh, typhoon this, typhoon that, when it's just a tropical depression or a tropical storm. And this is none of them. It's just a low pressure area coming through for the last 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks. See, neighbors come by, beat the horn at you, wave at you. That's that experience Jimbo's having. And I heard he's back in the U.S. Haven't seen it yet. Have to check it out. And it's so funny how many hate commenters I get. You watch one video of mine, guys. You watch one of my walk videos. I think that's all I do. Instead of, I must have a different opinion than me or something, because I think I'd do it calling out all the hypocrites, the bullshitters, and the flat out liars, or dishonest people. The dishonest people. And I challenge you if you want to write back and tear me up in the comments, guys. Point out a lie I told. One. Point out one. And I'll issue a retraction right away. Point out one lie that I've told. All the rest are just opinions, my opinions on what people have said. Ooh. Point it out, guys. I'll issue a retraction. Or an apology. I have no problem doing that. I'm just not allowed to have an opinion. I'm not the one putting it out there. I'm not the one out there giving advice. I'm not the one out there that failed at every relationship I ever had. Been given dating advice. So it's better not to give any advice at all, I've found. Who wants to listen to a lonely man sit in front of his house, former sorry store, and talk about the weather? Who wants to see that? That crazy retired Marine in the province that kicks rocks and talks about people, talks bad about people all the time. You know that guy. Here, let me point him out to you when he walks by. Oh, he's not walking today. He's not walking today. Be careful, you're going to get sick. You're going to catch a cold. And shh. Secret, guys. Secret. I don't hate Ace. I don't hate Ace. I enjoy the back and forth. I enjoy the back and forth. But I do have to say, it was a little bit of karma the other day when he was talking. It seemed like he was talking about me without ever saying my name. And then somebody tried to snatch his phone Take a look at that video, guys. I think he was talking about me. If someone tried to snatch his phone, I would call that karma. Karma. But yeah, I enjoy the banter back and forth between us. City life versus province. Bar life versus relaxing, retired life. You have that choice when you come here, right? Oh, if you make $3,000, then you can live in the city. You know, us guys that only make 2,000, we have to live in the province. You guys, oh, no script, no whiteboard. Sorry, apologize. No chat GPT. No script. One more bit, guys. One more. I promise. Only one. Those guys, man, that come at me with the "oh, you're just jealous" part. You're just jealous. What am I jealous of, guys? Please tell me. Tell me. Is it because someone makes $30 more a month on YouTube than I do? Oh, or 300? Or 3,000? What is it? What am I jealous of? Someone come back and tell me, please. Please. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of their lifestyle. I'm jealous that they can live in BGC. They can live in Angeles. But me, I'm just stuck here. Stuck here with my dogs. Oh, it's terrible. So terrible. And don't have to lift a finger to do anything, ever. Not one finger. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Especially not that one. Don't have to lift a finger to do anything around here. So, what do I have to be jealous about? Someone please tell me. I keep hearing it over and over and over again.